I'm Brigham Larson with Brigham Larson Pianos. This piano just barely came in. Yamaha C3, which is a phenomenal piano. I absolutely love the C3 and have for years. I've been working on piano since 1995, and every time I got to go to somebody's house who has a C3 and tune it for them or do regulation or repairs or whatever, it was always a very enjoyable experience because they're just so well built and they respond so well. It's a complete package, the Yamaha C3. This particular piano is a 1976, but it's been completely redone. It's in A+ condition now, both cosmetically and the functionality. And so, as kind of a general rule, while pianos, yes, they last 100 years, it's kind of a general rule, they have about 20 to 25 years of excellent service, after which they need to be refurbished or some even rebuilding procedures from time to time. And this piano just received that, and now it's good to go for another long time. And perfect condition. Okay, cosmetically, A+. You could go over this piano with a magnifying glass, and I don't think that you would find issues with it cosmetically. Both the this polyester, the black shiny finish is in perfect condition, as well as like the other cosmetic touches, such as the hinge here and this little lock, the lid prop holder thing, hinge, the hinges over there, the casters, the pedals, everything is just in immaculate condition. And then same goes for the before we move to the action, let's look at inside there. If even as a piano technician with decades of experience now, when I look at this, if I didn't know that it was a 1976 and someone told me it was brand new, I would say, yeah, sure, I would totally buy that. Okay, then let's look at the action. Action also has been completely redone. What I was referring to a minute ago when I said pianos have about 20 to 25 years of excellent service before they need to be refurbished or some rebuilding. Yes, that has to do with the things that I was talking about a second ago, the cosmetics and the strings and the dampers and the tuning pins and all of those kinds of things, but mainly where the wear takes place is in the action. So that's what I'm going to show you. Take this apart. Okay, so keys, perfect condition. Again, A+ condition. Okay, then the action. The hammers are original, but they've been reshaped. What happens over time is they get flattened from use, and that rather than just hitting at the very crown of the hammer, it's a fairly wide, broad surface that starts to emerge in that hammer, and that's what's actually hitting the string, and that causes kind of a nasally, uncontrollable, unpleasant tone. And so those have been reshaped, and and voiced, of course. Those are good to go for many years, many repetitions, I guess. And then the action, what happens over time as pianos are used, you can see kind of a side angle here of all of those components there. They're supposed to work together in such a way that enables maximum dynamic range and maximum repetition. So there's built-in adjustability all over the place. The drop screw, repetition lever, there's a screw there, the strength of the repetition lever, the spring on that repetition lever. Then this part here that I'm wiggling there is called the jack. You can see the little adjustability part there in the jack. Then, I don't know if you can see it in this video, but there's another screw under there at the back of the key. Another one right here this little component there is called the let-off button. Proximity of the hammer and the back check, and I'm probably missing one or two adjustments. Of course, the key height and the key dip, all of those things over time, very, very slowly they deteriorate. So a piano that's 10 years old is going to need some of these things. A piano that needs or that is 20 years old is probably going to need all of these things. A piano like this one that is 1976 originally needed all of it for sure, plus a cleaning and lubrication, tightening, bolstering of the knuckles, all of these things, and that's all been completely taken care of. The goal is to make this piano like brand new. Of course, that's impossible to make it totally brand new, but I would say that it's virtually indistinguishable to the player, and even to a casual observer, unless you really dig deep and look for things. Oh yeah, okay, I can see that this isn't shiny and brand new. Maybe there's a little bit of discoloration on the wood, for example, but that's kind of it. That's kind of where the age showing pretty much ends. So, from my perspective, where this piano, from a cosmetic standpoint as well as from a functional standpoint, is going to function like brand new and do so for many, many years, it seems to me to be a pretty obvious choice. That's in large part what I take pride in is finding pianos that I feel like are at a very high level functionally, but are from a value standpoint, because they're so reasonably priced, a very, very high value proposition. That's kind of what I feel my specialty in this industry is. Okay, so this piano is kind of a typical Yamaha, very bright, powerful, big projection. It just really is kind of, it doesn't take much to really get this piano to sing. Even on a very kind of gentle touch, it just really comes alive with almost no effort. And of course, when you really put some muscle into it, you can blast out the room if you want to. Okay. That's an awesome piano. Love it. It will undoubtedly bless the life of a local family here, or individual. Either way, it's an awesome piano for many, many decades. The address here is 1497 South State Street in Orem. The phone number is 801-701-0113. Thanks for watching.